Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you the recipient of the 2012 Distinguished Humanitarian Leadership Award, His Royal Highness, Prince Harry.
Well, this isn't daunting at all. General Powell, thank you very much for your incredibly kind words. For a captain in the British Army to be introduced by such a world-renowned soldier and statesman is truly humbling and a little terrifying. So, it is with great humility that I accept this award. Genuinely, I obviously don't feel that I've done nearly enough to deserve it, but I'm immensely grateful to Chairman of the Atlantic Council, Senator Chuck Hagel, the President, Fred Kemp, and the Board of the Atlantic Council for according me this great honour. If I may, I would like to accept the award on behalf of my brother William, our foundation, all those on both sides of the Atlantic who work so tirelessly to support our wounded veterans, but particularly for the guys, because this is their award. It would be wrong of me to speak for these heroes, but not presumptuous of me to pay tribute to them. So many of our servicemen and women have made the ultimate sacrifice. So many lives have been lost, and so many changed forever by the wounds that they have suffered. They have paid the terrible price and keep us safe and free. The very least we owe them is to make sure that they and their brave families have everything they need through the darkest days, and, in time, regain the hope and confidence to flourish again. For these selfless people, it is after the guns have fallen silent, the din of battle quietened, that the real fight begins, a fight that may last for the rest of their lives. We will all continue to support our armed forces in defense of freedom at home and abroad, but sooner or later, the coverage of them in the media will diminish or cease as coalition forces withdraw from Afghanistan. They will no longer be at the forefront of our minds. But the injuries left from a 7.62 bullet, an IED, watching a fellow comrade injured or killed, these are experiences that remain with you for life, both physically and mentally. We must be there for our servicemen and women and their families, standing shoulder to shoulder with them always. British and American forces train together, they fight together, and tragically some are wounded and some die together. It makes perfect sense to me, therefore, that we should, wherever possible and appropriate, work together by pooling our expertise and experience to heal and support the wounded veterans of both our nations, truly brothers and sisters in arms. It was a privilege for me to fight alongside members of the United States Armed Forces. Their professionalism and dedication to the values that we share and hold dear are inspirational. I would personally like to congratulate Marine Sergeant Major Brian Battaglia, I hope I said that right, who is to receive an award tonight recognizing the United States Armed Forces' peerless contribution to the defense of freedom. Using our fortunate position, William and I have sought to raise awareness of the challenges confronting our wounded, to help mobilize support and resources for them. We have tried to do what we can to ensure that servicemen and women and their families leave the military with purpose, with hope, and with confidence. Whether in their working environments or in the wider community, these fine people, examples to us all, have an invaluable contribution to make. Last year, I struggled to keep up with 4 British soldiers who I joined for part of their expedition to walk to the North Pole. Each of these men had recently been gravely wounded on the battlefields of Afghanistan. Theirs was the fastest team to reach the pole that season. And at this very moment, another team of our wounded are returning from Mount Everest. Sadly, I have to be the first to say that I understand that they have been frustrated from reaching the summit by the unusually warm weather, which brings particularly dangerous conditions. However, the mere fact that these guys are up on that fearsome peak, I find totally amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, these people, ours and yours, are extraordinary. That is why I feel so humble in accepting this wonderful honour from you tonight. I congratulate wholeheartedly my fellow award winners, but most of all, I salute our wounded veterans. Thank you very much.